too many sacks, he's going to want away. So you still have Thiago Silva. He's going to be in the back. He'll anchor things in the middle. Koulibaly will definitely help, but you know, will it be Levi Colwill? Will Chalobah be the one? Is he going to bring in somebody else? I think he wants a third center back, is what I think. He's got Koulibaly, and I think he's going to want one more.
We await the international walkout as the stadium continues to fill up. We saw the Stars and Stripes moments ago. 2 U.S. men's national team players should play in this match. Pulisic on the bench for Chelsea and Matt Turner at keeper for Arsenal. Talk about what Pulisic has done the last couple of games. Had the goal, made the most of the one chance, and that's something Thomas Tuchel wanted.
He has. He made the most of his chance that he got against Charlotte. When he popped in up top, the ball kind of deflected, fell to him, but he took advantage of the opportunity, which is different than in Vegas when he had a great opportunity off a header, but he missed the opportunity. And that's a big thing that Tuchel is wanting from Pulisic. He's saying, don't be wasteful your chances. So every time Pulisic gets in those situations where he should score, he's got to score.
London transplanted in the middle of the city beautiful tonight as these fans wait for the arrival of their heroes. It's Chelsea FC, Arsenal FC. They'll meet 2 times in the upcoming season. The upper deck starting to fill. What a night here in Orlando. Hot, humid, and it's going to be a fiesta here in this building tonight.
It's going to be fire, Jeff.
Here they come. Red versus blue. Tickets left earlier today. We expect the place to be full and expect what should be a sellout crowd and the largest crowd ever tonight. We'll get the official number in the second half to see a soccer match in this stadium and in this city.
That's just fantastic, Jeff. I mean, it talks to the health of the game in the United States that this many people can turn up to watch a soccer match.
An exhibition.
An exhibition. This rivals anything that you'd seen in an NFL stadium in terms of size. It rivals it. And this is for soccer. I'm telling you, the game in this country has such a bright future.
And Ricardo Villar's been a big part of that, how this particular event has grown in the last 8 years.
He is in large part the credit for this. It's something that he dreamed up. It's something that he began years ago, and he has watched it and worked on it to grow it to this point that he's going into. This event is going into big stadiums around the United States and bringing in huge teams and teams from all over the world.
Now partnering with Florida Citrus Sports. They are used to holding big events in this stadium in the College Bowl game environment. The other big sponsor here is going to be Universal Orlando Resort. We see the coin toss. The coin will have Islands of Adventure on one side and Universal Studios on the other.
Yeah, Universal Studios Orlando on the other. You know, we've seen Universal a big part of these events for the past many years. You're getting a good look at a very cool coin. Who gets to keep that?
Is that worth more than Dogecoin?
I don't think so.
There's only one.
The referee might get to keep it.
Speaking of our referee, Kevin Broadley will preside over tonight's festivities. He'll be assisted by Ben Pilgrim. Justin Howard and Elvis Osmatovich is the 4th official on the near touch line. Final instructions from each manager, Mikel Arteta and Thomas Tuchel. Official team photo snap. And we're minutes away from kickoff.
Boy, I'm looking out here, and it's really a half stadium, Jeff.
Yeah, red, blue.
You know, on the side we see Arsenal. So as you're looking at the screen there, to your left, you've got all the Arsenal supporters. A few of the Chelsea supporters bled in, and then to your right, it's mostly the Chelsea supporters with a few of the red supporters.
Ramsdale a little late to the team picture there. He ran on. More running he'll have to do the entire night.
Hey, he got there.
Captains will meet. Here's the coin toss. So Odegaard, the captain for Arsenal.
It is Island of Adventure.
Jorginho for Chelsea. Will this be more than a friendly as we look at the starting lineups? First for Arsenal FC, Tom, and it will start in the back with Ramsdale.
Yeah, have a good look at that Ramsdale, who really impressed last season, who came on big time, will be at the back. And get a look on the left side, Zinchenko making his start. Tomas will be in the middle with Xhaka. Gabriel Jesus will be with Martinelli. Odegaard, your captain, will be just underneath in the 10 role. And, of course, Bukayo Saka.
14 available subs for the Gunners tonight. At all positions, you see them at the bottom of your screen. We expect mass substitutions in the second half. Virtually everybody that's available will play. All we have to do is just sit back and enjoy it.
Well, that's easy to do with these two teams on display. Big thing, and I always say this about these games, is each manager doesn't want any injuries. They're building toward the beginning of the season, which is just a few short weeks away. So injuries is something they don't want.
3-4-3 for Chelsea.
Yeah, have a look at the back. So you get a good look, and Chalobah Silva will have to slide out a little bit. Nothing he likes to do. Jorginho will anchor the middle. Mason Mount will be underneath Sterling. Sterling will get forward. Timo Werner up top, and next to him, Kai Havertz.
And if you missed it, Mount hit the goal of the FC series a week ago in Las Vegas. Stunner from just outside the box. So anything but a friendly here tonight, right?
This, I mean, it's once the competitive juices get going, once it kicks off, it's a game like any other game, and players are going to want to win.
The Brazilian Jesus in the center circle. Arsenal will attack the goal to our right, moving left to right as we call the action to you here on ESPN Plus and around the world. Thanks for joining us wherever you happen to be. Jeff Radcliffe, Tom Traxler, with the best seat in the house, no doubt.
I'm pinching myself. This is great.
And we're off. It's game on in Orlando, the Florida Cup. And they will use the long ball to start. Arsenal, a pair of 2-goal victories leading up to this one in the exhibition season. They will be just happy with that kind of a result tonight.
Well, I like it. They go back, but they go forward. Go forward off the kickoff. Don't put yourself under pressure. Put the other team under pressure. And look, they've already got a free kick inside Chelsea's end. They're going to get a chance possibly to serve the ball in the box. Be positive off kickoffs, I say.
Sterling commits the foul. This will be Bukayo Saka. And then we'll play it short. And around the back it goes on the switch. Zinchenko. And Odegaard on that left side. Down the line. The cheers come, but after the whistle. And then down goes the keeper, Edouard Mendy, who played all 90 midweek in Charlotte.
Such an athletic goalkeeper. Really big presence in the box, and good with his feet as well.
Press coming from Arsenal. Reece James along the right side. Into the advertising boards. Quick throw coming for Chelsea on that counter. And dealt with by Arsenal. Partey and Xhaka manning the midfield. That's Saka. Center back pairing Gabriel and Saliba. Ben White also can play center back. He's at that right back spot to start. This is Saliba, the Frenchman. And now the pressure comes. Werner. Not too many new tricks here going to be showcased. And committing the foul is Gallagher. And Arsenal will have it just past halfway. Quick restart. On the move, Jesus earns the free kick about 30 yards from goal.
Arsenal definitely on the front foot, playing quick, catching Chelsea. Several fouls in succession. Chelsea going to have to get to the races quickly.
One way to stop them, the Brazilian on Brazilian. Silva just played traffic cone, didn't work out.
Number two, who questions his team's desire and hunger. They got to get going. They got to get on. They got to get on. They got to get out in the races. Seems like they haven't come out in the dressing room yet.
Xhaka is to be the one to take this. Swiss central midfielder with the left foot. Gets it through the initial line. Went off of Jesus. And back it goes to Ramsdale.
Gabriel Jesus could not get out of the way. Caught him in the backside.
Friendly fire. Saka will chase here. And now Werner has some space to operate on the diagonal, dealt with by Ben White. It was short-lived. Here comes the pressure.
Broken. Now they've got to get forward. Did a good job of breaking the press. Both teams wanting to play high pressure. Once it gets to the midfield, slows down a little bit for Arsenal. But once they break that initial press, they've got to get forward quickly. And remember, they are the youngest team in the Premier League. So energy, enthusiasm, running. This is something that they would be all about. Now, you got to be careful running in this heat and humidity. You can't do that for 90 minutes, but they're going to only have to do it probably for 45, Jeff.
Chalobah caught there for a second. Gallagher able to get it out to Jorginho, who's forced to play a little more defensive at the moment. Gallagher starts things off. Big cheer for Raheem Sterling in the open field. Tries to slip it through. Flag stays down. Werner deflected out for a corner.
Good one. You see, that's what they're looking for out of Raheem Sterling all season long. Get him running at the defense. Then you've got Timo Werner, who's obviously very quick. Did a good job of holding himself. I actually thought he was just offside. I thought he was leaned offside, but he gets it. But a good tackle put in by Saliba.
Mason Mount will do the honors here. Expect the end swinger. First corner kick for either team here in minute number 6. Sterling back to Mount. Doesn't need a lot of room to get a shot off, and here we go the other way.
2v1.
The runner on the right is Saka. Has some space. Will go near side. Save made by Mendy.
Wow. And that's the danger, Jeff. You saw them take the short corner. But when you take a short corner and you don't get it in the box, it gets cut out. Then you're going to get transition. That's exactly what happened there, and it created the counter for Arsenal.
Frenetic pace to start in the heat of Orlando, Florida. I mean, you know you're only playing 45. Why not?
Yeah, if I've only got 45 minutes.
Just go all the way out. If you're going back overseas after this.
If I'm a player, I know I got 45 minutes, and I'm gonna really go hard for 45 minutes.
Watch this here.
Yeah, good breakout. He sees Saka coming on very well. But Mendy gets out, good kick save, cuts down the angle well. But again, it started with a bad corner. If I'm Chelsea, I'm serving the ball in. I'm not playing a short corner, especially if you're not going to get it in the box. It gets cut out. That's always going to be dangerous for you. What a tackle by
Clear out by Gallagher. Gets called for the foul.
He's had several now. Referee's going to have a word with him. He's going to tell him, look, no more of that.
Gallagher trying to atone for the penalty that went viral, the penalty that wasn't.
Ooh.
That's one way to stop Saka.
Yeah, he had a bad in the penalties he took against Charlotte. He tried to be clever and go on the floor down the middle, and whoops.
Preseason still, Gabriel able to track it, and it will go to Chelsea on the throw-in at the halfway line.
Normally Gabriel really composed on the ball right there. Just kind of got away from it.
Mendy comes left to Emerson and missed it. Missed the target by that much.
There's the pressure coming on Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal trying to get forward. Look, they've got every one of their players in this half.
Here's Odegaard. Whoa, on a peach of a ball to that left side to Martinelli. In the area, stolen away.
Zinchenko high up. He operates just as well as an attacker as a defender, Jeff. He's very versatile, and that's what Mikel Arteta. What do we got here?
And eventually picked up. Trying to take a breath. You don't have time.
That's what you want. Imagine the players. Imagine the crowd.
Arteta looking on with keen interest.
Nobody's sitting down. Very few people, especially at lower bowl. No, very few people sitting down on their feet.
Silva straight up to Sterling in between 3 defenders. It gets away. Gallagher. Now Martinelli. Back out it goes. Well, it's just a game of pinball right now. And Chelsea will have it on the decision.
Dangerous play, Ben White. A little bit of a high kick.
How about the direct ball to Werner? He will hold it up. Long switch of play off the arm. No call. Jorginho.
Tuchel's got a lot of pace up top. You talk about Werner, Sterling, Havertz. So, yeah, sometimes that over-the-top ball, they're going to look for it.
And the corner offside flag is up.
Is that old adage, speed kills?
Havertz.
Yeah. If you got Timo Werner up top, he is rapid. Interestingly, you know, he's a player that's maybe looking to leave Chelsea, actually. He wants more time, and I don't think Tuchel can give him the time that he wants, and he wants to be ready to play in the World Cup. The problem is he's got a really big salary, and they're having a hard time finding teams that are going to pick that salary up.
And he's quoted as saying, look, I need to be in good form for the World Cup, because he'll be in that team for sure. 53 caps with Die Mannschaft, 24 goals. It's the World Cup coming in the winter this year in Qatar. It's going to be an interesting thing to manage for these clubs. Long switch of play. Saka brings it down with the left, just outside the 18, feeds it forward, off of Odegaard, and will be in behind for a goal kick.
So far, probably I would say Arsenal getting the better end of the match so far, at least in terms of trying to keep possession, but nobody's really tested either keeper yet. But again, you see Arsenal coming out with this high press.
Dead run.
That's well,
Xhaka.
That's well done by Mendy. He picked up that pass very well.
Raheem Sterling. Saka got into him. Now the run continues. Emerson. Werner trying to lay it forward and pushed off the ball is Emerson.
Well, every time Raheem Sterling gets it, everybody comes to their feet. They want to make those big runs.
Well, you know, those who, unless they were in Charlotte midweek, haven't seen him suit up yet in blue. And in fact, he didn't suit up in blue. Chelsea wore the yellow kits from last year in that game in Charlotte. Maybe that was the reason they lost, right?
What a turn. Gabriel Jesus there.
Here's Saka. Emerson there with him, just outside the area. Can't pick it up clean. Jesus. And now Gallagher. He immediately put under pressure. Is foul.
Finding it tough. You see him go inside, turn around, look. This high press from Arsenal is making it hard for him to find options. See him look, he's going to turn out. Luckily gets a little clip by Jesus, so he's going to pick up a free kick. Just having a hard time building out the back.
One of those off-season storylines has been Conor Gallagher. Had a really good loan spell at Crystal Palace last year, 8 goals and 34 appearances.
We had a good first game against Club America as well, and I don't think he, other than the penalty that he took, I don't think he was bad against
Charlotte. It was confident, yeah. Is it cocky? Perhaps. Boy, big swing of the foot there. Didn't amount to much.
Zinchenko trying to press.
Turned over, Zinchenko on it now. Reece James defending. Martinelli. The joust is on. Reece James got it. And Chalobah clears it.
Yeah, they're just having to clear their lines, but it's become right back at them. Arsenal's pressure and possession
Partey
have really pushed them back. Now, Tuchel changing his formation, going more 4-3-3 away from his 3-4-3 that he's been playing.
Is that to match Arsenal?
I think some of it might have to do with Arsenal's 4-2-3-1, yes.
Working these wide areas. Now Saka again has the overlap. Odegaard decided to go back to the center. Partey. Now Odegaard. Saka outside the 18. Odegaard at the corner of the 18. Switches all the way across. Zinchenko, no.
It's good ball movement by Arsenal, finding Zinchenko wide open in the box.
The Gunners certainly controlling possession of this game in the first quarter hour.
That's
too much.
Well, they're definitely getting Saka up high, Martinelli up high alongside Gabriel Jesus, which allows Thomas Partey and Xhaka to come up. They've got all their back four. So you saw Zinchenko really up high. Ben White's getting up high. So they've got so much pressure around the ball. Chelsea's finding it very difficult to move anywhere.
There are not many free seats here. Well, none of them were free, but not many open.
Yeah, no free seats.
It's a big ticket.
Not many not taken. Can't wait for the announcement.
Actually, none of the seats are really being used right now. Everybody is standing.
For the most part, yeah.
They used to say, buy the whole seat, you only need the edge.
Well, tonight you don't need any of it. You just need the concrete that's in front of it.
Chalobah. Mount. And Arsenal and down to back up.
So Chelsea having a chance to come up, push the line up a little bit.
Gabriel was the player that was prone, but got up quickly, and now taken away. He's onside. Chips the keeper. He scores! First goal for Gabriel Jesus, and it is 1-0 Arsenal. What touch!
Chelsea just being put under immense pressure from the get-go. You sensed that this goal was coming. Gabriel Jesus gets on the other end of it. Makes no mistake with his finish. But just have a look. They're trying to find the out. I told you the pressure's coming. They give the ball away. Chalobah's pushed up too high. And it transitions too fast. Gets to Jesus. He looks up, and a very clever, calm chip over the outcoming Mendy. You have to say, a deserved lead for Arsenal.
And that's why Arteta brought Jesus in from Man City. 58 goals over 159 appearances over the last 6 seasons.
Yes, that you want a player like that in. That also comes from the pressure, the intense pressure that Arsenal's been putting onto Chelsea. Creates the turnover in a really good area, and it immediately creates an opportunity.
The south side of the stadium, the blue side, is now sitting. Everybody in red standing.
I see some people standing, but their arms are folded. They're not happy.
Send that one across. Finally, something that Ramsdale can handle. And the direct ball, it's going to be a long run here. Able to catch it, though.
Ramsdale's a revelation over the first part of last season for Arsenal. Joined in 21 from Sheffield United. He was the Supporters Player of the Year in 2021 there.
5 keepers on that roster for Arsenal right now. Not many minutes to share, especially with the quality of Ramsdale. He's going to come back.
So if you're Ben White, you've got to watch that ball. Raheem Sterling's not slow. You got to be careful if they're trying to isolate you and trying to play over the top. Hopefully, Gabriel can, if you're, or Saliba can come covering.
Inside the area again. Forced back out. Chelsea keeping shape. Mount came in to help. Xhaka. Forcing the reset. Saka. 1-on-1 with Emerson. Bit of a push. Free kick. And a dangerous spot here for Arsenal. They lead 1-0. Emerson knows it.
Well, if you're Emerson, you know that Saka likes to get the ball to the right, or get the ball over on the right, but he loves to cut in on his left. So you've got to be ready for that. Saka, player of the season in 2021, 12 goals in all competitions last season. Man, is he rapid and skillful. He's the youngest ever player to appear for England in a major final. Did that against the Czech Republic in the last Euros.
Martin Odegaard, the Norwegian international, over the ball. He's a fabulous left foot. This guy who made his international debut at age 15. He's now 23.
Well, this is going to be interesting because Mendy has to be careful. The near post is definitely in play, and so is the far post. It looks like they're lining up a shot.
It will be Odegaard. Just over the top. Did not miss by much.
No, Mendy,
he did tip it. Yeah.
Little touch. Had to cover. He definitely had it covered.
That's how close this was.
His positioning was really good. He might have just got. He was going up to cover, and it may have just hit his fingertips. But he positioned himself very well.
Martinelli will walk to the other side. Crack this in with his right.
This is where they're going to take their time, Jeff. The heat and humidity is still present, believe me. Their energy's there, but these are the times, especially with 1-0 lead, that they can. This is where they can take their breath.
In swinger upcoming. Boy, a big crowd of people inside that 6. Getting ahead to it. And coming back out of there was Xhaka? No. That was Gabriel, who can really score with his head. Had 5 goals last year.
No, look, Chalobah tries to find Gallagher, but the pass is not on. It's how quickly that ball got behind them. And, of course, with Chalobah pushed up, that's Gabriel Jesus on his own, and you see the quality of finish.
A long way from the end of this one, though. A lot of goals in this game as Sterling gives it away. Long switch of play to James. Good ball. Mount in front. Werner at the penalty spot. They collapse on him, and we go the other way. Just not crisp enough. Here's Werner. The German on the diagonal.
Boy, Chelsea remembering what it's like to be in the final third.
Not a bad ball there from Sterling. Defense was wise to it. Arsenal ball.
Chelsea wanting a free kick there.
They'll have a throw in.
Jacques is incensed over something. He's remonstrating.
You'd have to say that this pace favors Arsenal at the moment.
Well, they've got the 1-0 lead. They're going to be happy to sit in, get their breath for a minute, but nothing's going to change from their approach. They're going to want to press when they can, press and counter press.
Sterling. All but Silva, everybody on that attacking half, save for the keeper, Mendy. Just everything is contested right now in the 50-50. Arsenal's coming away with the lion's share of them. Here come the Gunners again. Good collect by Odegaard. Saka has it again. Has an overlap coming if he opts to take it. Will slip it through. Just a long run made.
Wow, it was just easily covered. Chelsea were well positioned.
One time, Werner wasn't ready for that.
Thiago was well positioned in that. He almost read it. He's such an experienced player.
Oh, Mount with the interception. to the area. Werner as Havertz inside the box along with Sterling.
You see that it was Werner looking for the through ball in, and Havertz holding on to it. Werner having to go around it. They just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
I think the crowd agrees with you. You can feel the restlessness on the blue side right now.
It says a lot of people stand there with their arms folded. That's me.
Emerson gets tripped up. Free kick, Chelsea.
Yeah, gets a little kick for his effort as well. Ben White gives him a little extra.
Not much in it. They do concede the free kick. Emerson over the ball. The Sao Paulo-born Italian national teamer. Good two styles to meld.
He's a traditional left back, Jeff, and that's where he is now, but he can easily play as a wing back and comfortable in advanced roles. Let's see what he does. Whips this thing in.
Arsenal to get the head to it first. And job done.
Didn't quite get it deep enough. You really want that just a little bit deeper and ahead of that line to allow your players to run onto it. And that ball would absolutely freeze Ramsdale. He couldn't come for it. Just didn't quite hit it deep enough.
25th minute, 1-0 to the good for Arsenal. Trying to read that, just missed it.
I felt the game slowed down a bit,
yeah.
But from that frenetic start, it had to.
Silva had tried it up. Ooh, Gabriel. Ooh.
The pass wasn't great, but Gabriel dealt with it.
Ramsdale. Those releases have been pinpoint.
Well, they're really getting Zinchenko up high, which you want to do with your fullbacks in this shape, in the 4-2-3-1. So it's going to create those overloads in the wide areas. Odegaard's been sliding out more right. But you see Ben White up really high. He's going to try and play with Saka as much as he can. Zinchenko will push up, try and play as much with Martinelli. And we're going to get a hydration break. We're going to get a needed hydration break.
Yeah, they were scheduled to have one per half. This comes just after the 25-minute mark. And I am sure support around the stadium will try to do the same. It is a typical July night in Central Florida. Muggy.
Very humid. Very, very humid, very, very hot. But I'll tell you what, for these teams, what a great way to prepare. If you can play and perform in this environment, you can just about play and perform anywhere. Although it's been incredibly hot back in England as well. If you've been keeping up with the women's Euros, they talk about the heat wave that's been going across England. So it's been incredibly hot there. So this is almost getting them ready to go back.
But they're about to go through, yeah.
But typically, if you can play in this environment, you can usually go back to England and do just fine. It's great preparation for you, really.
Currently 8:28 here locally. It's 83 degrees with 76% humidity. It does feel a bit swampy.
But that'll feel like, that 83 will feel like close to 90 degrees. Give each coach a chance, the managers a chance to kind of reorganize. And I'm sure Thomas Tuchel is doing an awful lot of reorganizing right now. If I'm Mikel Arteta, I'm saying, keep going, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. I might be saying, hey, you know, if I'm Ben White, I might be looking at Ben White and Saliba and going, you know, just make sure you keep an eye on the pace. Know that they have the pace up top that can hurt us. Make sure you're not caught too high up.
Arsenal first out of the huddle. Fouls even 5 apiece. 1 corner per side. And shots 2-0 in favor of the team leading on the scoreboard.
As Arsenal are out, Thomas Tuchel is still conducting session over on the sideline. I told you he had a lot to go over. He is a very demanding coach. The thing that is said about Thomas Tuchel is great manager, difficult man. He's a lot of times inflexible. And they call this a cooling break.
Yet put the brakes on this game. Not happening. At least not Arsenal at the moment.
I say they want to get some hydration. They want to get some water. That's safe for the players in this environment especially.
Set to resume. Came at a good time, I think, for Chelsea. Blues looking for a response here as we get closer to that half-hour mark.
The assistant on this near side actually had the flag pointed, almost pointed it in the wrong direction.
Wednesday night, Arsenal were 1-1 at half against the MLS side Orlando City SC. And then a lot of those starters came on in the second half for Mikel Arteta and scored 2 goals and won it comfortably, to be fair.
Yeah, the home team, Orlando City, you know, they played well.
And they're playing tonight as we speak, about 5 blocks from here.
Mikel Arteta had said about that game, he goes, you know, he said we suffered in the first half. They didn't pick up the rhythm. They thought it was warm, it's humid. They didn't show the determination to play the way they wanted to play. Well, I'll tell you what, they're doing that tonight.
Werner with a long chase, skipping ahead. Will the German get it? No. Tried to hold it in with the right foot, unable to do so. And he's at the Arsenal end of the stadium right now, and he's hearing about it.
Yeah, anytime there's a little bit of a miscue, you can expect the supporters from the other side to give you an earful. Take a look at this.
Beautiful night outside of the humidity. You do not see this building full like that very often.
No. That's a great sight. Now, we don't have the official attendance figure, but
it's going to be well over 62,000.
That looked pretty full to me.
People have been talking about this fixture all summer.
I'm sure the players love playing in this.
There's been a lot of direct play. More now. And will lay it back, and stretching for it was Mendy, like Plastic Man.
Martinelli doing so well, bringing that ball down at full speed, taking it to the end line and cutting it back.
So in some discomfort at the moment. And they're.
I hope he didn't pull it.
This is not a good thing. Holding his left wrist.
Yeah, he's holding on to it. Maybe came late after he tried to put the ball back across. Started to jog back and then maybe felt it at that point. But hey, this doesn't feel quite right. Let's have a look. He's in with Reece James and he goes down right there. And that.
Oh, see
yeah.
The advertising banner came up with him.
He goes down with one arm. So watch that left arm as he goes down.
He went over that universal sign
you can
to the left of the goal too.
Start to feel it. So sometimes when you go down and you're trying to support yourself on one arm, and maybe he's holding onto his thumb.
How about that aerial shot? We're at Camping World Stadium. Just a free kick away from downtown Orlando, which is to our east. And the physios continue to check on Martinelli, and that man, Mikel Arteta, watching on with great concern.
I'm going to tape it up. He's a tough guy. Put some tape on it. Let me go. We'll get some ice on it later.
We say here in the States, rub some dirt on it and get back in there.
But I'll tell you, that sight they showed us, that overhead side of the stadium, that is a beautiful sight, Jeff. Look at that. If you are a soccer supporter, a soccer fan in this country, you're just in love with that image.
Soccer support in this town from the locals has been excellent since the introduction of Orlando City SC.
Hello.
The U.S. men's national team has played a number of games here to sell out crowds, and now you've got everybody coming over from across the pond. What a mixture. And Martinelli is up.
So I'm sure the two teams are thankful and happy to be playing in this stadium in front of this massive crowd. Gives you a big lift. I mean, playing in front of a lot of people.
Look, Stamford Bridge holds, what, 41,000 about? The Emirates holds 60.
So we're right there. I mean, this would be one of the bigger stadiums in England, size-wise.
Things tend to be a little more intimate over there. This facility designed for American football. Good hold up by the goal scorer, Jesus. Ooh. Could have called for a handball. Chalaba forced to go out.
May have made contact, but that's
Odegaard. Tried to be sneaky with it. Wise to it was Silva.
Again, well read by Silva.
Werner
himself so well.
Coming deep. Wants to get involved in this one. Havertz, fellow German, making a run. Won't get there. And a big show of appreciation from the Arsenal support here on the left side.
Chelsea doing a good job now of sliding over as Arsenal try and get numbers and they try and push Ben White and get up. You see Gallagher. You see Gallagher coming over. You see Jorginho coming over. Sterling coming over, making it hard to find a pass, forcing him that longer ball. Trying to squeeze them into a side, make it difficult to find a pass.
Chalaba's option was to Jorginho. Arsenal will back off some as we get laid on here in this first half. Werner back to Gallagher. Trying to initiate the switch, but Saka is right on his hindquarters. Emerson forced to retreat.
Good patient pressure there by Arsenal, forcing Chelsea back and back and back. Not really trying to win a ball, just making sure that they can't advance it.
Partey headed it down. Will stay with Arsenal. In an attacking posture again, Martinelli circles around, slips it through. What a ball! He shoots, he scores! Odegaard makes it 2-0. Sneaky.
Just that easy. Too easy. As we get a look at that ball movement. Finish. The movement off the ball, sublime. Well-constructed goal. Look at that run by Odegaard. The cutting pass from Martinelli. Beautiful turns first time. No mistake on the finish. Mendy could just watch it go by.
The back half for Chelsea FC tonight has been exploited. This has not happened in their previous two outings.
Well, let's say that the competition level stepped up.
Ratcheted up a little bit.
A little bit.
And they'll continue to come out.
Look at this.
Scuffed a bit by Mendy. Arsenal has not treated this like a friendly. No shake, no how. Oh, man. Had to thread the needle there to get to Gallagher.
Good switch. We'll see if Chelsea can get forward and get something on target. If you're Thomas Tuchel's side, you want a response after that. Something. An effort on frame here. A chance.
Getting a head on it was Havertz. And the basket catch made by Aaron Ramsdale.
Not much happening. Saliba, Gabriel just taking care of business in the middle. Making it easy for Aaron Ramsdale. You hear the Arsenal supporters shouting, Saliba. Interesting because he's a real promising, but yet imposing right center back.
21 years old, 6'4", tall, like you said, imposing. Now in his fourth season with Arsenal, coming over from Olympique Marseille in France. 5 times capped with Les Bleus. Chelsea, what can they do with it here? Arsenal's had their number. James in front. Oh, best chance of the night for Chelsea. Sterling was in on the box.
Well, you asked what they could do. Create a really good opportunity. Reece James gets forward well. Usually loves to create help overloads, and you saw it there. Gets forward, fizzes the ball across. You really want the finish. Kai Havertz found him, and I think that was Raheem Sterling who fell on the effort. Best attacking movement so far by Chelsea. Signs of a heartbeat in the attacking third.
Defend too. Caught out.
Well done, Chalobah.
Chalobah read the danger as Martinelli was running full speed towards goal.
How quickly Arsenal transition, and Chalobah down now.
Paid the price here, so
good look. He comes over and makes the tackle, goes to his knees.
look back at that second goal.
Oh boy, I'm sure he's going to have quite a few things to say, but what a great run. So Mendy plays the ball, given away, and immediately they hit that diagonal ball to find Martinelli on the outside of the area. And because at that point, you know, Chalobah reached it, they had to step up to him. Odegaard saw that, makes that run in behind. And what a pass from Martinelli to put it right on him.
And looks of concern from the Chelsea faithful here. Chalobah
still down. Coming up, that's a good sign though. Glad to see him on his feet.
Remember, no Rudiger, he's at Real Madrid. No Christensen, he's at Barcelona now.
Well, they do.
That's been the big question. The pieces coming in.
You have Koulibaly on the bench.
On the bench.
But this is where they were looking for additional signings. This is the area that they wanted him in, that Tuchel really wanted him in.
We should see him in the second half. Koulibaly going to wear 26. John Terry's old number.
That's an honor. Jules Koundé, though, that's the other center back that they wanted. Right now, it's just in some question.
Chalobah testing it out right now. Should have some significant stoppage time. He had the injuries and the hydration break.
Cooling break.
Cooling break. There's no such thing in Florida, man. You ain't going to cool off.
It didn't make anything cooler.
Havertz going to commit the foul. In some discomfort. And back up is Gabriel. Watch again.
Yeah, just gets his, as he goes, he gets tangled up. Kai Havertz, but free kick.
Chalobah immediately tested, had to go high. Bukayo Saka. Oh, nice turn by Jesus. They commit the foul. Gallagher gets up gingerly.
Maybe got a little knocked on his shin. He takes that quick turn. Got maybe a little on his foot. Such a quick turn by Gabriel Jesus.
Now the dump and chase there. Nobody to chase.
I'm thinking that Chalobah might be a substitution before the half, Jeff. Seeing someone down at, I wonder if it's Koulibaly getting ready.
Well, typically we expect a full, at least 10. The field players change at halftime in this series.
Well, it could have something to do with the fact that he just went down.
Yep. Yeah, it would have to be an injury.
Yeah, he's definitely limping.
And that one had him scrambling. Ramsdale back to his feet. And Chelsea cannot capitalize.
Yeah, that deflection sometimes catches keepers up. Deflections are jammy things. You get a look, that just pops up in the air. Ramsdale wasn't quite prepared for that. Had to scramble to get to it.
Took a deflection. We'll test Chalobah here. Saka.
This looks like Malang Sarr is getting ready to come in, by the way.
Yeah, he's played in each of the 2 previous games. No surprise there.
And that could be out of precaution for Chalobah.
So Sarr will make his entrance here in the 44th minute. Chalobah will exit. He put in a good effort before the injury.
Well, he did. He's a real emotional kind of guy. Versatile. Loved by the fans. Had 3 loan spells before being brought back in 21-22. Had 4 goals and 1 assist last season. Hopefully he's all right. I think hopefully this is all just on precaution for him.
Malang Sarr, 23-year-old Frenchman from Nice, of Senegalese descent. Pressed into duty here late on in this first half. Reece James selling out there. Oh, boy, giveaway. Return, Martinelli, but the skill. Arsenal feeling their oats here in this first half. Saka. One-on-one with Emerson. The run-up, the shot, just over the bar, fizzes just high.
Ay, Mendy. Athletic as they come, had that covered, but
Ben White almost had it right.
Great opportunity by Ben White. Actually, sorry, that's not Ben White. That's Thomas. That's Partey.
Yeah, Partey.
All he did, basically, just with the inside of his foot, just directs it, just gives it a little bit of a whip.
Stung it.
Looking for the top corner.
Partey 2 goals a year ago. 4 minutes of stoppage time been tacked on here. So there's the official sub. Chalobah out, Sarr in.
Had a couple stoppages for a couple players for Arsenal, a couple goals. Yeah, 4 minutes, about right.
Sarr gets put to work right there. Bit of a shoulder barge. It will stay with Arsenal on the throw. Trying to sneak in a third here before the halftime interval. Oh man,
such good skill.
Sarr helps clean it up. Cannot get out of their own half.
Oh, Arsenal camped. They are camped.
You talked a little bit about this in Charlotte midweek, Tom, that Chelsea's logged a lot of miles on this tour. They started in LA to train, then went to Vegas, then cross country, made their base here in Orlando, then flew up to Charlotte, and now back to Orlando. And this is a big country compared to England.
It is a lot of trouble. I think this is a lot to do with shape on shape. I just think Arsenal's got their shape just right, and they've got their press just right, and making life incredibly tough for Chelsea right now. Their 4-2-3-1 is absolutely burying the 4-3-3 from Chelsea.
Wow, how about that back heel? Jesus marauding his way into the 18, off the feed from Odegaard. Those two have been stellar so far tonight.
Those are players having a lot of fun. Odegaard with the back heel to Gabriel Jesus, saying, hey, you can play these, so can I. Right now, Arsenal are just enjoying this half of football.
Saka to the far post and overshoots everybody. We've played over 2 of the minimum 4. Night falls here in Orlando. Temperature hasn't changed. Mendy will lift it long. And boy, every 50-50, whether it's in the air or on the ground, being won by Arsenal right now. Sarr headed back to Mendy. And we'll try again. Jorginho directing traffic out to James. Had some success down this right side on occasion so far tonight. The last couple of minutes for this for this 11. Leaving it back. Mount off the post. Missed it by a coat of paint.
Did Chelsea ever need that to go in? What a time that would have been to score. Oh, even the post is playing for Arsenal.
Jesus splits two. And Havertz.
What a
Chelsea committing the foul there. Look again at this shot.
Watch this.
Oof. Took it off its moorings.
Kai Havertz. Whoa, intelligent, really great chance. Unlucky there. Just maybe a slight fraction of an inch, and that's probably going in.
And no keeper in the world stopping that either.
No.
Okay, we played the full 4, and there's the halftime whistle from Kevin Broadley. A great half for the Northsiders. Arsenal leads at 2-0.
Half the stadium's applauding. Half the stadium is not.
Yeah, shrugging. We'll have highlights of that first half when we come back. Unofficial stats, Arsenal leading the way with 4 shots to 2. Number of fouls as you would expect from these two rivals. And we'll have certainly a talking to from Thomas Tuchel for the Chelsea side.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a shape change. I think he's going to have to shape change just a tad. Come out of a 4-3-3.
Arsenal leads it. Jesus.